Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Geography Group. This is the fifth and the last episode of class 10th Political Science chapter number 2 Federalism. In the previous episode we discussed about the decentralization, what is decentralization, and we also compared between the less effective local governments before 1992 and more effective local governments after the 1992. In this fifth and the last episode we will try to understand little bit more about the local government. We will try to understand about the structure of rural local government as well as the structure of the urban local governments. Let's begin. Self-government or the local self-government, as you know, that can be classified into a rural local government as well as urban local governments. In both the local governments, the structure is different, but the objectives, aims of both the local governments are more or less same. The objective or the advantage, if we discuss about the advantage of the local government, that too is a very important topic, that what are the advantages of the local governments. First advantage is that the more participation of the people, more number of people can participate in the decision making process, more number of people can participate in the democratic structure, decisions can be taken in quick time, better decisions can be taken by the people because the local people know better about their own issues and the problems, so that they can take the better decisions. It is also very important for the training of the leaders too, because these leaders are going to take part in the regional politics and in the central politics or the politics of the nation too. And next benefit or the advantage of the local government is that it is very helpful in reducing the corruption too. So the objectives or the aims or the advantage of both the local and local rural government and the local urban governments are the same, but there is a difference in their structure. Let's discuss about their structure. Rural local government, a three-tiered structure of the Indian administration for rural development is called Panchayati Raj. The aim of Panchayati Raj is to develop the local self-government in the district, zones and the villages. The main single objective at that time when the third tier was set up was the equal development of the country by the participation of the people. So we have the separate structure for the rural area, means rural local government, and the separate for the urban local governments. In the rural local governments we have the three levels. First one is the panchayat, gram panchayat. Gram panchayat is for the entire gram or the entire village. It is the decision making body for the entire village. Voters of entire village, they elect one village head, that is known as the pradhan or the sarpanch, and the village is also divided into the various wards, and the voters of each ward, they elect one member too, that is known as the member or the panch. That is the decision making body for the entire village, that is known as gram panchayat. Next level of rural local government is the panchayat samiti. A few gram panchayats are grouped together to form what is usually called the panchayat samiti, block or the mandal samiti. अलग अलग एरिया में अलग अलग नाम से जाना जाता है, पंचायत समिति और द ब्लॉक समिति एटसेट्रा. दे हैव जनरली कंप्राइज ऑफ द थ्री विलेज, तीन विलेज होंगे, उनके ऊपर एक पंचायत समिति होती है. But it is not mandatory because it depends on the population or the number of voters in the village. But generally we have the one panchayat samiti over the three villages. The voters of all three villages, they elect one representative, that is known as the panchayat samiti representative or the panchayat samiti members. That is the second level of local government, rural local government. Third one is the Jila Parishad. All the panchayat samitis or the mandals in a district together form the Jila Parishad. It means that all the villages that are there in one district, they are divided into the various wards, and the people in one ward, they elect one representative, that is for the Jila Parishad member, that is known as Jila Parishad member. That these Jila Parishad members are responsible for the development of all those villages which fall in that particular ward or the constituency. It means that in rural local government we have the three levels: gram panchayat for the village, then we have the panchayat samiti, that is generally for the 2, 3 or 4 villages, and then we have the Jila Parishad, that is for the entire district. Let's now discuss about the urban local body structure. Urban local body structure is different from that of the rural local body structure. Like the Panchayati Raj at the rural areas, local bodies exist for the urban areas as well. The structure is like, first level is the municipal corporation that exist in the big cities. Big cities means the having the population more than 1 lakh. Earlier the condition was of 10 lakh, but now the municipal corporations exist in the big cities which are having the population more than 1 lakh. It depends on the state government to issue the notification to declare any city as a municipal corporation. Second level is the municipalities. Municipalities exist in the towns having the population between 25,000 to 1 lakh population. Third level is the Nagar Panchayat that exist in the town area, or we can say that the areas which are having the mixed feature of the rural area as well as the urban areas, having the population between 11,000 to 25,000. So in the urban local bodies there are the 3 levels: municipal corporation that exist in the big cities like Delhi, Ambala, Hisar, Rohtak, Meerut, Ghaziabad, Faridabad, etc. Municipalities that exist in the towns having the population between 25,000 to 1 lakh, and third one is the Nagar Panchayat that exist in the areas having the population between 11,000 to 25,000. Municipal corporation, big cities have municipal corporation. It is the topmost urban local bodies. The corporation comprise the member called the councillors. It means that the entire city has been divided into the wards. कुछ ward में divide किया जाता है. And the councillors are elected on adult franchise, means the councillors are elected by all the voters which falls in that particular ward. वो councillor को elect करते हैं. And the political head of the municipal corporation is known as mayor, that is elected by direct voting by the people of that particular city or the area. So that was the structure of urban local bodies. The structure is different, but the functions and the aims of and the objectives of these local governments are the same. That's all in this chapter. I hope that you are doing well. अच्छे से ऐसे पढ़ते रहिए, आगे बढ़ते रहिए. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice day.